image and get paid, I don't see a problem with it. Tim Tebow doesn't like it, and he's saying he wouldn't have done it. And I'm like, that's fine. It's not a requirement. It's not a law that if you play college basketball or football or whatever it is, and someone wants to give you money, you have to take it. You can turn it down, Tim Tebow. That's all I'm saying. Give the option for whoever does want to partake in it to partake in it. Now, going on to this whole thing about the NCAA, they're going to go out and want to fight this thing. And some of the stuff that they were talking about that I just really, laughed at, some of the things that they were saying, about unfair recruiting and all this stuff, which no recruiting is fair. It's nothing 100% across the board that each school can just use to fairly recruit a athlete, so I don't want to hear, anything like that. The other thing is that they were talking about time, talking about that they had been working, on, something to for the students, to make it, I guess, fair, to make it that makes sense. Do you know how long we've been talking? The Fab Five, I want to say that was 25 to 30 years ago almost. It definitely has been over 20 years. Let's see. Where was I, when the Fab Five, blah, blah, blah. I was in school. Yes, it's been over 25 years that the Fab Five showed up, and we were having this discussion about them getting paid. They brought it up about them getting paid. How much time do you need? This act, it doesn't go in until 2023. So it's not like it is effective immediately. It's not like it's going in 2020. You have 3 years. You are a establishment, a higher learning where you have people who are very intelligent and very smart. I think you guys could figure this out, and ladies could figure this out to where this would work. Now, Anthony Gonzalez, and that name, might be familiar to some people. He was the former Ohio State wide receiver. He actually played for the Colts for a little bit, but he is posing in Ohio that it be a across a national, what am I trying to say? Instead of it being state by state, because then you'll have variations of it because other states are joining in on this. Florida is looking into it. South Carolina and a handful of other states are looking into this. Instead of it being all these individual states running their own bill, he was saying that it should be, just a federal across the board. I agree with that. I'm just saying is that for the NCAA to try and draw this thing out and say that, as if this thing just popped up and now they're trying to figure it out, to me, that's malarkey. You guys have tried to extend this as long as possible. And here's the thing. This is just the beginning. I hope people don't think because this got passed that now everything is going to change. Now Neo has saw, the Matrix or something like that. No, because if you remember, there was more Matrix movies after that. So this is really just the beginning part of it. The NCAA is not going to just lay down and roll over and just say, okay, you guys do this, because there's too much financially for them to miss out on, and then they don't get to control the atmosphere. They don't get to control the student. They don't get to control anything else that might be related. Because remember, this whole thing is for them to independently step away from the team and go and seek financial gain from a company that is willing to pay them. And then they come back to the school, go to class, play the sport or whatever. But the funny part, and see, this is the flip side of that. The NCAA can't say this because it would look bad on them saying it. Because now the NCAA, a team can say, or a school can say, well, wait, we recruited that quarterback. We got that quarterback here. We hyped that quarterback up. We played that quarterback on our network. We got the TV contract. How are they going to go and get an endorsement deal? Not the player. I'm just saying the company. How is the company going to benefit off of what we did? And that's what the students have been saying, is that my image, my name, my likeness it's been mine since birth. You're giving me an education. Correct. You're giving me an education or scholarship to gain a higher learning education, a degree at your university. But I am not giving you my name, my likeness, my image that I've owned my entire life. When was that okay? That's all I'm saying. When was that okay? Then they're talking about, it's going to be, a possibility of corruption. Miss me with that, man. Chuck Persons and a bunch of other college assistant coaches and Rick Pitino and just this thing with, Kansas and all this stuff. And let's not even forget the North Carolina thing about the cheating scandal with the tutors and all that stuff. I mean, don't act like that this starts up because some kid wants to go get that stuff already exists as far as challenges in college athletics. That stuff already exists. So it's not going anywhere. It's nothing new. It's not like they introduced anything. At the end of the day, who has the most to lose on this, or who has some to lose on this? It's the NCAA. They don't want to. Everything's been working all right. Everything has been working fine. So why would they want to change? Why would they be in a rush to change the way things were being done in the NCAA? So I get why the NCAA doesn't want to make these changes. They want to point out, we need more time. You've had 20 plus years, even going back further than that. But you've been talking about players getting paid. You had ample enough time to put in something in place. You didn't because no one forced you to, and this has finally become a problem for you. So this is what it's about. So I hope they do work this thing out. I don't want it to be where it ends up going to be a battle and and all this and all that, because right is right. These institutions are not just building these things off of the debate team. If you did not have the students, if you did not have the athlete, you would not have the establishment that you have now. And if they're asking to be able to go and make money outside of the school, they're not even asking you for money anymore. They're just wanting to be able to go out and make their own money. I just think you got to give them that. That's all I'm saying. So this thing is not done. It's going to continue. So we'll keep an eye on it and we'll keep updating you guys on what's going on with the fair play bill that was signed. So we're almost near to the end of the show. It's one other thing I want to talk about. Then we're going to get to the Big L award. But in the Wait a Minute Show chat room, I saw some people in here, and Vince Wright, I guess Vince Wright got on the horn or something like that, and he sent a text. I don't know what he did, but none other than Reggie Dollars and Cents has entered into the Wait a Minute Show chat room, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Lopan. And Reggie is in here and he's saying, trying to figure out what's all the hubbub. Why was I called out? I'm going to tell you why I called you out, Reggie. I'm going to tell you right now, bruh. Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now. And that is because what you did to Lopez Mocha Bella.
Indeed.
You were a little bit late on that one, Lopez. But what you did to Lopez Mocha Bella last week in the Wait a Minute Show Fantasy Football League, that was a crime. And you got to pay for that crime, Reggie. That was not necessary what you did to her team. And someone, anyone, needs to do something about it. And I said, why not me? Huh? Why not me? Let me step up to the plate and hold my boy down, Lopan, because he don't want that to happen again.
Indeed.
Yeah, so, Reggie, I'm looking for you. I found you. It's going to be some pain that you're going to feel this week. Yeah, we got you lined up and ready. We're going to take your team down. And then we're going to post it. We're going to post it on the gram. However way these kids talk about. Go post it and say this one's for Mocha Bella. Right, Lopan?
Indeed.
Yes. I normally don't do this, man, but I mean, you went too far, man. You went too far. And he gonna say in the chat room, I tried to take it easy on her. You could have took some players out. They didn't play all at 1 o'clock, Reggie. They all didn't play at 1 o'clock. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Lopan, I'm telling you, if I lose, bro, I'm going to choke you out. I'm telling you, because I did this for you, Lopan. All right? But, Reggie, I'm looking for you, bro. I found you, and I'm going to handle the business. I'm going to handle it. And then you're going to apologize to Mocha for what you did. Just downright disgraceful. But I respect it, though. Lopan, you didn't hear that, did you? All right, so let's move on. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about this. And then I'll get to the Big L Award. Because Reggie got me, sidetracked by his disrespectful team. But Vontaze Burfict got suspended for the rest of the year. Okay? And I'm going to make this quite simple. Derek Carr is out there talking crazy, saying that Vontaze Burfict is misunderstood. Misunderstood. Those were the words coming out of his mouth. And Vontaze Burfict, the reason he got suspended is because he what they deemed was unnecessary hit on tight end Jack Doyle for the Indianapolis Colts this past week. They threw him out of the game, and because he is a repeat offender, they say, you know what, you're done. You're done for the year. Have a nice vacation or whatever. We'll see you next year, if someone hire you. And I really can't argue to defend Vontaze Burfict on this. Because here's the thing. This is Derek Carr is saying that he's misunderstood. He's saying that, the guy is heartbroken right now. He just wants to play football. He, if you saw the guy that we see, if you just get to know the guy, and it's saying all this stuff. That is, and I'm not doubting that. I'm not doubting anything that he's saying. But you talking about the guy that is sitting in a chair at home or at your house or whatever, in his car, whatever. You're talking about a guy that's off the field. That is not the guy that is on the field. Until that guy that's off the field show up on the field, he's going to have problems. And it seems, because I saw the play, you mean to tell me that every time, I think the guy's been suspended for a total, 13 games or 13 games. You haven't figured out